This is a video that I've actually been wanting to try for a while. If you didn't know, I've made a couple of videos similar to this in the past where I try like really kind of trendy, maybe it girl products, that girl products, whatever you want to call it, and test them out for you. Let you know if they're worth the money. I'm planning a video pretty soon where I give you updates on which of those products I still really use and love and which one I'm kind of like, But in the meantime, I had the idea to do this video where I buy and test out a lot of really overly hyped influencer products. I feel like these are things that I'm seeing in a lot of vlogs, in a lot of Instagram posts, and just sort of letting you know if I feel like it's worth the hype or not. Obviously, this is just my opinion, and I also want to give the preface that nobody needs any of these products. Just because I'm testing them out and letting you know if I think they're good or not does not mean you have to buy them. The other thing about these super influencer hyped products is that they're very expensive. Sometimes I look at the price points for these kind of items and I'm like, is this a joke? Is this actually a joke? So I'm here to be the guinea pig for you, buy these things, test them out, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm not the only opinion, but these are my opinions. It's my opinion! That's my opinion! So we have quite a few things to cover. I have a lot to say about them, so let's go ahead and jump in. So the first item that I had seen so much, probably because Christmas just happened, but it was the Ember coffee mug. I had seen so many people raving about this coffee mug that is kind of like the first of its kind as far as I know, and it's able to heat your coffee up or keep your coffee at a consistent temperature. So it promises to keep your coffee hot. A lot of people that I saw talking about it were people like me who like their coffee warm. They find themselves going back and forth to the microwave like all day long, reheating their coffee. I just can't believe that any coffee mug that is $150 would be worth it, but we're gonna find out together, so let's check it out. All right, here we have it, the ever fancy, most expensive mug I've ever heard of in my entire life. It has arrived. It arrived very quickly. It's the morning. I'm getting ready to have my coffee, so I thought, why not have it in the bougiest mug I've ever heard of. I went for the copper version. I know that they have a few other colors. They have like white, black. I think they had like a stainless steel, and I'm just so curious about this because I am so particular about my coffee being hot. Like some people can leave their coffee sitting out and like it get cold and that's completely fine to them. I cannot drink it if it's not hot. So I'm very curious. It looks like it comes with the mug and then like a little charging port station, which I didn't really think about until now. So I might need to charge this up a little bit, but you pour the coffee in, you adjust it from the app, and then it stays hot for like, I think up to 3 hours or something. Nuts. Oh. Oh, this is fancy. That is bougie. Okay, so it's like very clearly on the bottom, like do not microwave this, don't do it. I love things like this. Oh, that is so satisfying. It does have a little sticker on here that says charge before use, so I am gonna have to like charge it up a little bit. It's got like the little metal plates on the bottom that I'm assuming go into the charging port, and then the power button on the bottom, and then it also comes with a little charging station. Out of the box, Ember will keep your drink at 135 degrees Fahrenheit or 57 degrees Celsius. All right, let's charge this baby up and then we will reconvene. Okay, so it's charging now. I feel like it's almost ready to be at the point where I can use it. I'm getting ready to film a video, and I think it'd be really cool to like be able to sip on my coffee and see how warm it stays throughout the process of filming my video, because it usually takes 1 to 2 hours to film a YouTube video. So I think I'm gonna make my coffee now, have a few sips of it, and then I will check in with you periodically and let you know how it's held up during the course of my filming. What a great way to start the morning. All right, cheers. First sip. Let's see what it's like. It's good. I mean, it's fresh, so it's delicious, but let's go about our day and see how this thing holds up. It better for this price point, let me tell you. It's a little while later now and it's been probably like an hour, I want to say, and I want to pick this up and see where we're at because according to the app, my coffee is still at 138 degrees. So that's pretty impressive. Obviously, when you first make the coffee, it's going to be a little bit warmer. So it was at like 155, I think it was. So it's gone down roughly 15 degrees, but it says that it's still warm. So let's test it. It's warm. It's not hot, but I wonder if I could like turn up the temperature. Let me see if I can set like a custom temp. Okay, so it looks like on the app, the hottest it gets up to is 145. So we're gonna set that and watch her do her thing. Okay, that was really fast. That literally took 30 seconds. It says that it's 145 now. The mug actually does feel like warm on the outside. Not hot, but warm. So let's see. I'm gonna like swirl it around a little bit. Let's see if it tastes different. What, like 7 degrees higher? That's the hottest it can get. It's good. Here's the thing. Now I'm realizing I like my coffee really hot. Like I like a hot coffee. So typically I wouldn't like leave my coffee out for an hour or so and then come back to it. But I know a lot of people do that. A lot of people with like children and people who have really busy jobs and stuff. So if that's something that you're into and you need to come back to it and continually have it warm, because it is warm. It's not hot, but it is like warm. And I mean, it is delicious, I will say. If that's something that you know, feel like is maybe more aligned with you, I'd say go for it. But honestly, I just buy the mugs from Target that have stainless steel on the inside of them. They keep the coffee warm for a really long time. You can put a lid on it and make it hot for even longer. You can use it for iced drinks as well. And it's similar to like a Hydro Flask or a Stanley Cup, and it keeps things warm, and it costs like $10, not like $150. So do I personally think that this mug is worth $150? Not necessarily. I feel bad saying that. I am a very harsh critic though, so I will say, like, I do not play when it comes to the temperature of my coffee, so maybe it's just a me thing and a lot of other people really enjoy it, because I mean the coffee's still warm, like I would drink it, but if it were just like me not filming a video to review and sitting in my house, I would put this in another cup and like put it in the microwave to heat it up. So I don't know. If you have an Ember mug and you have experience with it, definitely let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear if you really love yours, if it works really well. But I would like for the temperature to be a little bit hotter, but I'm sure for like lawsuit reasons they can't do that. They don't want anyone like scalding themselves, so I totally understand. It's a really cool concept, I will say. Really, really cool concept. I just don't know if it's for me. But yeah, I don't want to say I don't recommend it, because if someone else has a better experience than me, maybe they're like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. It's amazing. But I think I'm just gonna stick to my $10 insulated stainless steel mugs from here on out. It's a very cute and very bougie mug though. This would make a great gift. Maybe not for me. Next up, we have another really popular one that I a lot of times see on Instagram. I see so many influencers like Miss Remy Ashton, The Bird's Papaya, like a lot of different people talk about these blankets called the Barefoot Dreams blanket. This blanket sounds like the most luxurious thing I've ever heard of in my life. And you know, for pretty good reason, because these blankets are extremely pricey. So these, from what I understand, are like a sort of woven, maybe like fleecy microfiber type of material. Very, very soft, very luxurious. And I decided to go for a really cute kind of ribbed material, and this is called the Cozy Chic Ribbed Throw. I got it in the color Carbon in the size 54 inches by 72 inches, and this bad boy was $147 before tax. After tax and shipping, it was $160.97. I just need a moment. I just need a moment. I will pay that much for like sheets or for something that gives you a little bit more than just one blanket, but this just feels like a stretch to me. So I was like, I'm extra curious about this now, because recently I had bought like an Amazon blanket that I had seen everyone using. It was like a checkered one. It's huge. And I believe I got it for like $65, and that even felt like kind of pricey to me. So this price point, I was like, this thing better be made of clouds, like literal clouds, because I can't imagine a blanket that would be worth this much money, but we're gonna find out together. So let's see how it goes. All right, as I'm sure you can hear, it is an extremely rainy day here in LA. We have laundry going. I just got out of the shower after doing a workout, and we're gonna cozy up on the couch for the rest of the night. And I thought this is the perfect day to test out this expensive ass blanket. So okay, finally. Don't mind how chaotic I am with scissors. It's fine. Ooh, okay, here she is. Very nice. I mean, it does feel pretty good.
Oh wow, nice.
You can't see his face, but he's gone.
Very nice.
Let's open her up. Ooh, very luxurious. Normally I would wash this, but you can't put this in the dryer, I remember seeing. And our washer and dryer are full right now. It's laundry day, so we're just gonna test it out straight out of the bag, but we will be washing it, obviously. Okay, here's a close-up in case you're curious. This is what it looks like. Kind of like buttery, chunky sweater material. You know what I mean? It's like stretchy, pretty good size too. Like definitely big enough for me. So okay, let's test it out. All right, let's test it. How is it?
Feel really similar.
Yeah, this one is softer though, I will say.
I like it.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
It feels quite buttery. Oh my God. Wait, it feels way better. Hold on, my turn. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is my new baby. I love it. It's very luxurious. I'm just gonna be sitting here for the next couple of hours. I kind of get it, but I also feel like you could find something like this at like TJ Maxx.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is it worth $150? Not necessarily. I don't really know. I'm also very bad at like pricing things. I think that this is extremely expensive, but I see why everyone has been raving about it because it is extremely comfortable. This is definitely like wintertime blanket. I don't think this would be possible to have anywhere near my body in the summertime, but it's very luxe. Don't mind this art situation that we are currently working on. We're moving some things around, so we'll get to that. But wow, I am going to be one happy camper during winter time. I think this is gonna be like a perfect cozy winter blanket. It reminds me, if any of you have tried the Skims like teddy material, I think it's called. I actually did a video where I tried on a bunch of Skims stuff, and this is sort of like one of their signature things where it's like sweatpants, tank tops, robes in this material, and it feels like exactly the same. It's so unbelievably soft. So I think if you're up for it and you know, you have the budget, definitely go for it. If you're looking to save some money, there's definitely other options for you out there in the same material. But wow, if you need me for the next, what, 3 days that it's gonna be raining here in LA, I will be wrapped up in this, in a cocoon, sleeping on my couch. That's where you can find me. And now for, I mean, just the mother of all influencer hyped products, we have none other than the GE Opal Ice Maker. There have been so many times where I have almost caved and bought myself this ice maker, and I was like, that price point is ridiculous. If you aren't familiar with what Pebble Ice is, if you've ever been to like a Sonic or a Chick-fil-A, they have what's called Pebble Ice, and it is like a totally different kind of ice than just an ice cube. An ice cube is just like frozen solid water, whereas from what I understand, Pebble Ice takes the frozen water, shaves it, and then like packs it down into these little nuggets, and they're just like the most satisfying type of ice in the entire world. And GE makes an ice maker that makes this nugget ice or this Pebble Ice or whatever you want to call it. But I did pay $629.99, and I also paid, I believe, an extra like $140 something so that I could have Geek Squad protection. Because if there's one thing I learned about buying something, you can go through Best Buy and get Geek Squad protection for a lot of different things. I get it for cameras and for lenses, and if something happens to that thing in that time period, you can get a replacement or a repair for free. It's pretty amazing. So I just thought, I've kind of heard mixed opinions about this, so let me go ahead and just throw that on there just in case for some insurance. And oh boy, am I glad I did. We're gonna talk about that. But yeah. Yikes. There was so much to learn that I didn't know yet, but let's jump into it and I'll let you know how this went, and then we'll chat afterwards. Okay, so a package arrived at my door and I'm a little concerned. It's actually quite terrifying. So here it is. It is very hard to comprehend just how large this is, but it's like 2 feet tall by like 3 feet wide. So let's open this up and see if it's even gonna fit in my kitchen. So we'll just scoot it. Oh God. I don't know if this is gonna fit. fit in my kitchen. All right, so it looks like we have the water tank. You can order this with or without the water tank, but I decided, you know, go big or go home, literally. We have the instructions here. We have a little tray, and this is like industrial size. Is this actually gonna fit on my counter? I've called for reinforcements. Drew is here to help me. He is the logical of the two of us. He reads the instructions. He knows how to put things together. I am the chaotic one. It does fit on our counter, but barely. When I said I was chaotic, I wasn't kidding. We've already had our first spill. Yeah. And now it says to fill up the main reservoir with water. We're using filtered water. Okay, goodbye.
Oh, we got bubbles.
We will see you soon. It says it makes it in as little as 20 minutes. So I have to get ready for dinner. We'll reconvene later. Quick update, we do have ice and it is about 20 minutes later. And this is how loud it is, FYI. So it's really not that bad. Like, our microwave is louder. But we'll check in the morning and see what it ends up looking like. I cannot wait to make a coffee with this. I'm so excited. Okay, it's the next day and the time has come. We are ready to test out the world's bougiest ice, and I'm so excited. We actually had to like take everything out and redo it because we realized we had to sanitize the machine. There's like a lot of instructions and a lot to know. We'll go more over that later. But anyways, we ended up doing that and now it's ready to go. So we're gonna test it out. I'm gonna make myself a nice iced coffee. I've been waiting so long for this, but I think first I just wanna test it out by itself. So here we go. Oh. Okay, so I grabbed a couple of them. Here we go, let's try it. Heaven, it's so good. I would say for me personally, it's somewhere between a Sonic and a Chick-fil-A ice. It's not as soft as Sonic, but it's not as hard as Chick-fil-A. It's really good. It's really good. If you're a Pebble Ice girly, you know. This is so iconic. Okay, so now I have to make a coffee and we have to see, because that's what I'm most looking forward to, is having an iced coffee and like fun drinks at home. I think it's just gonna make it that much more fun. All right, besties, we've got it here. It looks absolutely divine. You can hear the machine in the background a little bit, so that gives you a little bit of insight as to how loud it is. It's really not that loud to me. Also, my upstairs neighbor's washing machine is running, so it sounds louder than it is. But anyway, we'll be right back. I just added some more ice. We salvaged what we could. Let's test it out. I mean, it doesn't make the coffee taste any different, but it's very satisfying. Look at that. I don't think it's necessary at all whatsoever, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm really glad I have it. I'm so happy. It's the best day of my life. So for some pros, I would say that it's the most superior ice that you can get at home that I've ever had. I probably said this already, but I am very much of the belief that ice makes or breaks a drink. And fridge ice, to me, just doesn't really pass the vibe check, and I don't really love buying bags of ice frequently. They have really cute ice trays that are in different shapes and things like that, which is a great option as well. But I've just been curious about this for years, so to me, the biggest pro is that it's iconic. Now for some cons, obviously the price is the #1 con. I think it's extremely expensive and, you know, potentially overpriced, but it is like a kitchen appliance, so I understand. There are more cost-efficient ones available out there. And then lastly, it does feel like, because it's a kitchen appliance, there's kind of a lot to know. Initially, I took it out of the box and we were just going for it, and then we realized that there was sort of a lot involved when it comes to sanitizing it before use, as well as sanitizing it every like couple of weeks. And then you also have to descale the machine. Depending on where you live and how hard your water is, you're gonna need to run like a vinegar through it a few times. So there's just kind of like a lot to learn. We were like, wait, what? And we had to buy bleach, we had to buy vinegar. There's like kind of all this stuff that you have to know, but now that we know it, we just know it. It's not just like a plug in and go type of device. So that may be considered to be cons for some people, but overall, I love this. I can't wait to keep using it. I am so happy I finally have one. I've been wanting it for so long, and it's my new favorite obsession. So if anyone wants to come over and have a cocktail, a mocktail, a drink, a sparkling water, a coffee,
I got you. I got the good ice.
So yeah, it started off so great. We had it for about almost 3 weeks and things were magnificent. And then a couple days ago, I was actually filming a vlog and all of a sudden out of nowhere, I started hearing this noise. And I was like, what is that? And this is what that noise sounded like. So yeah, my $629 ice machine started going on the fritz. And I actually had heard of some people saying this and I just thought it's because they don't take care of it. It's because they're not putting the right water in it. Drew and I read that freaking instruction manual front to back. We were descaling, we were sanitizing, we were using distilled water. We were doing everything perfectly, even above and beyond. And this still happened. So now we have to take time out of our Saturday and go to Best Buy, bring this huge machine in that we don't even have the box for anymore. And luckily we got the Geek Squad protection, so they are gonna either repair it or replace it. But at this point, I don't even know if I want them to repair and replace it because this is such an expensive item and I would rather just return it and get my money back. So I had a completely different review and recap planned for you before yesterday. When this happened, I was about to be like, everyone needs this in their life, and if you've been thinking about it, get it. And as long as you don't get a lemon like me, you should be fine. But no, I am so disappointed. It's so expensive and so many people are gonna be spending so much of their hard-earned money on something like this, and for it to just be incapable of working and screaming and breaking down and all of these different things after only 3 weeks of use says a lot about the product. I was so excited about this and for how well it turned out and just how amazing this freaking ice machine was. Like, I have never been more excited about anything in my life. I was telling my friends to come over and see it. I was so proud. I was telling people on Instagram. I saw someone post the other day and she was like, should I get this? And I was like, get it, it's the best decision ever. Now I have to go back and tell her what happened to me. Anyways, so I'm pretty disappointed about that. Do with that information what you will. You may not have the experience that I did, but I was so saddened about this. Like, I'm genuinely crushed. So yeah, we've had quite a mixed bag overall, but I will say the majority of these products I just don't recommend. I think it's important too that this year I really try to take notice of what I'm buying, consumerism, all that kind of stuff, and really try to only spend money where I feel like I need it or really, really want it and have been wanting it for a long time, instead of just like buying the newest, hottest thing. The most sustainable and best thing that you could possibly get is what you already have. So it's been a roller coaster ride. It's been a little bit of a lesson. Yeah, fair warning, you know, I tested it out. I gave you my honest opinion. I don't really recommend a lot of these things, if any of them, to be honest. But it's your money, spend it how you want, but keep in mind that this is just one person's opinion and it doesn't represent everyone. But yeah, these are just my honest thoughts. I feel like there are a lot better things that you could spend your money on, for sure. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also turn on my post notifications if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you would buy any of these products, if you've had any similar experiences to me with these products. Also, let me know if there are any other products you want to see me test out, or if you want to see me do a follow-up to all of these previous videos and let you know kind of what things I still use, what things I still love. I think that would be really fun as well. So yeah, leave it all in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you all of my love and I will see you very soon in my next video.